The clock struck midnight, and as August 14th bled into August 15th, 1947, a new nation, Pakistan, was forged on the world stage. It was a moment of immense triumph and profound sorrow, a culmination of decades of struggle, political maneuvering, and deeply held aspirations for a separate homeland. The creation of Pakistan marked the end of nearly 2 centuries of British rule over the Indian subcontinent and heralded a new, uncertain dawn for millions. The journey to this fateful night began much earlier, in the hearts and minds of thinkers like Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and later, Allama Muhammad Iqbal. They had articulated the concept of a distinct identity for the Muslims of India, a vision that grew into the demand for a separate state, where they could practice their faith and culture without fear of domination by the Hindu majority. This idea, known as the two-nation theory, became the foundational principle of the movement. At the helm of this monumental effort was Muhammad Ali Jinnah, a brilliant lawyer and a formidable statesman. Initially an advocate for Hindu-Muslim unity, his disillusionment with the Congress Party and a growing conviction that Muslims would not be treated as equals in a united India led him to champion the cause of a separate state. His unwavering resolve and charismatic leadership earned him the title of Quaid-e-Azam, the Great Leader. The Muslim League, under Jinnah's command, became the primary political vehicle for this demand. Throughout the 1940s, they campaigned tirelessly, mobilizing support from Muslims across the subcontinent and solidifying the political will for a separate nation. Their demand was met with resistance from both the British and the Indian National Congress, but the momentum was unstoppable. The days leading up to August 14th were a blur of frenetic activity. In Karachi, chosen as the new capital, officials worked around the clock, setting up government offices in makeshift spaces and preparing for the monumental day. There was an atmosphere of nervous excitement, tinged with the grief of what had been lost. On the night of August 14th, the city of Karachi buzzed with an electric energy. People gathered in the streets, holding their breath in anticipation. For them, it was more than just a political event. It was the realization of a dream, the culmination of a long and arduous struggle. The main ceremony took place at the Governor-General's house. In a solemn and historic moment, the British flag was lowered, and the new flag of Pakistan was raised. The green flag with its white stripe and crescent moon fluttered in the night air, symbolizing the birth of an independent Islamic republic. Muhammad Ali Jinnah addressed the Constituent Assembly, delivering a powerful speech that set the moral and political compass for the new nation. He spoke of the day of fulfillment and the promise of a future based on principles of equality and justice. In his famous address, he declared, "You are free. You are free to go to your temples. You are free to go to your mosques or to any other place of worship in the state of Pakistan. You may belong to any religion or caste or creed that has nothing to do with the business of the state." These words underscored his vision for a modern, tolerant, and inclusive nation. As the news of independence spread, celebrations erupted across the country. People danced in the streets, lit fireworks, and chanted slogans of "Pakistan Zindabad," "Long Live Pakistan." The collective joy was immense, a testament to the emotional investment of millions in this dream. Yet, this joy was inseparable from the sorrow. The celebrations were muted by the stories of those who had lost everything: their homes, their livelihoods, and their loved ones. The refugees who had made it to Pakistan were a stark reminder of the high price paid for freedom. The first few years were a period of intense struggle. The government had to build a new administration from the ground up, manage a devastating refugee crisis, and defend its borders. Jinnah, despite his failing health, worked relentlessly to stabilize the country and instill a sense of national purpose. August 14th is not just a date on the calendar, it is a powerful symbol. It represents the sacrifices made by a generation to create a home where they could thrive. It is a day of remembrance, reflection, and celebration. For many, the story of Pakistan's birth is an epic tale of hope against all odds. It speaks to the power of a single idea to mobilize millions and reshape the world. It reminds us that nations are not just defined by geography, but by shared dreams and a common purpose. The journey of Pakistan since that night has been one of both great achievements and significant challenges. It is a history of resilience, growth, and the ongoing effort to live up to the promise of its founding principles. The Night a Nation Was Born is a title that captures both the dramatic and the solemn nature of this historic event. It was a moment that reshaped a continent, redrew borders, and forever altered the lives of millions. The creation of Pakistan was a testament to the vision of its founders and the sacrifices of its people. It was a day of national liberation, a moment when a new chapter in history was written in the subcontinent. The challenges of the partition were immense, but so was the resolve of the new nation's people to overcome them. They faced economic hardship, political instability, and the trauma of displacement with courage and determination. The story of Pakistan's independence is a vital part of the world's history, a narrative of decolonization, identity, and the relentless pursuit of freedom. The Night a Nation Was Born is a story that continues to inspire and resonate, a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity to build something new out of the ashes of the old. Share, like, and subscribe my channel, Ionic Journeys.